Hey everyone, welcome to Spill the Beans. Today's story is as chilling as it is perplexing. It's about Isabella Guzman, a young woman who committed an unthinkable crime. She killed her mother in 2013. Despite overwhelming evidence in court, she was found not guilty. What did Isabella say to the investigators that made even them question their sanity? This case has recently resurfaced on social media, and clips from her courtroom appearances are going viral. People are calling her sweet but psycho, referencing the popular song, and some are even romanticizing her, writing disturbing comments like, "I wouldn't mind if this psycho was my girlfriend." How could a criminal evoke such reactions? Let's unpack. Isabella Guzman's story, her troubled childhood, the events leading to the crime, and what happened during her trial. Isabella Guzman was born in June 1995 to Yunmi Ho and Robert Guzman. From a young age, Isabella's life was far from ideal. Her parents' relationship was strained, and when she was just a child, they decided to divorce. The separation hit Isabella hard, as it does many children. But for her, the effects seemed far more profound. Her parents struggled financially, unable to fulfill all her wishes or provide the attention she craved. This created tension, and Isabella began acting out. Her aunt described her as friendly at times, but prone to extreme anger. When upset, Isabella would isolate herself and lash out, particularly at her mother, Yunmi. Her father, Robert, often had to intervene to mediate the escalating fights between Isabella and her mother. Despite his efforts, Isabella's disdain for her mother only grew stronger. At just 7 years old, Isabella's anger had already reached alarming levels. When Yunmi began dating a man named Ryan, Isabella's behavior worsened. She despised Ryan and resented the attention her mother gave him. Her jealousy and anger festered, leading to increasingly hostile interactions with her mother. Yunmi hoped time would heal their relationship, but Isabella's hatred only deepened. As the arguments intensified, Yunmi eventually sent Isabella to live with her biological father. This temporary separation offered some relief, but did little to resolve the underlying issues. When Isabella returned to her mother's home as a teenager, everyone hoped she had matured. Instead, the fights resumed, becoming more aggressive and even threatening. By the time Isabella turned 18, the situation had escalated beyond verbal arguments. She began issuing threats, leaving Yunmi terrified for her safety. Yet, Yunmi clung to the hope that her daughter would change. On August 28, 2013, tensions reached a breaking point. Earlier that day, Isabella sent her mother a chilling email that read, "You will pay." Alarmed, Yunmi shared the email with her husband Ryan, who was equally disturbed. Fearing for her safety, Yunmi called the authorities for help. The police visited the house and spoke with Isabella, warning her that her behavior was unacceptable. They reminded her that she lived under her mother's roof and needed to show respect. However, their intervention did little to defuse the situation. That evening, Yunmi called her ex-husband Robert to talk to Isabella. Robert described their conversation as calm, even pleasant. Isabella seemed to listen to him, and he left the house believing the conflict had been resolved. But just hours later, tragedy struck. At 9:30 p.m., Yunmi returned home from work and went to take a shower. Ryan was downstairs in the dining room when he heard strange noises coming from the bathroom. At first he thought it was just the sound of the shower, but then he heard Yunmi calling his name in distress. Rushing upstairs, Ryan found the bathroom door partially open but blocked. He realized someone inside was holding the door shut. Panicked, he ran downstairs to call 911, reporting that his stepdaughter was attacking his wife. When Ryan returned to the bathroom, he found Yunmi lifeless on the floor. Isabella had attacked her mother with a knife, stabbing her 79 times, 31 times in the face and 48 times in the neck. Isabella fled the scene, but she was apprehended by police the next day. Her arrest marked the beginning of a case that would shock the nation. In court, Isabella appeared detached and erratic, alternating between crying and laughing. Her behavior raised questions about her mental state. During her interrogation, Isabella claimed she wasn't aware she had killed her mother. She insisted that she believed her victim was someone named Cecilia, and that she needed to kill Cecilia to save the world. This bizarre statement led investigators to question her sanity. In court, Isabella's defense team argued that she suffered from paranoid schizophrenia, a severe mental illness that distorts reality. Psychologists testified that Isabella had experienced delusions, believing she was acting on divine instructions. Her defense claimed that at the time of the crime, she was unable to distinguish right from wrong. The prosecution, however, presented overwhelming evidence against her. The chilling email she sent to her mother, the testimony of Ryan, and the sheer brutality of the attack painted a picture of premeditated murder. Yet, the court ultimately ruled that Isabella was not guilty by reason of insanity. Instead of prison, she was committed to a state mental hospital where she would receive treatment. In the years following her trial, Isabella's story gained renewed attention on social media. Clips of her courtroom behavior went viral, sparking debates about mental health, justice, and accountability. Some people were horrified by her actions, while others were disturbingly fascinated by her appearance and demeanor. The song Sweet But Psycho became a popular soundtrack for videos about Isabella, with some users romanticizing her as a beautiful psycho. Comments like, "I wouldn't mind if she was my girlfriend," reveal a dark side of social media where crimes are trivialized and criminals are glamorized. This phenomenon isn't new. Over the years, other criminals have also been romanticized due to their looks or charisma. However, in Isabella's case, the attention feels particularly unsettling given the gruesome nature of her crime. Isabella's story raises important questions about the intersection of mental health and the justice system. Was justice truly served in this case? While her mental illness was undeniable, the severity of her crime and its impact on her family cannot be overlooked. The case also highlights the need for better mental health support, particularly for young people. Could early intervention have prevented this tragedy? We may never know. So, what do you think about Isabella Guzman's case? Was the court's decision justified, or do you believe she should have faced harsher consequences? And what about the bizarre fascination with her on social media? Why do people romanticize criminals? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spill the Beans for more deep dives into true crime cases. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.